I'm gonna read Cryo Shatter.
Yeah.
Cryo Shatter is blue for an enchantment aura. Enchant creature. Enchanted creature gets -5, -0. When enchanted creature becomes tapped or is dealt damage, destroy it. Large downside of these effects is that they can still use them as a blocker. Fortunately, you can't. They can't just build a gigantic, or they can't just have a gigantic wall with this that continues blocking. They can only block once. This takes off stations. This doesn't remove abilities. So I think this is mostly used as a defensive tool to help slow the game down. Which is a little narrow. Not typically like fantastic for what you want, but it will get the job done in that specific role of slowing the game down for you to do late game stuff. I think this is a C-.
Man, I'm kind of into this shit. It does not remove abilities, that sucks. So if it attacks, it dies. If it blocks, it dies. Right? Or 1 mana.
Yeah, I mean, that's pretty good.
I'm on a C+, man.
Okay.
You play a long game, this is really good for a slower deck, really good. Oh, Vigilance can still attack, that's true. But it's still -5, right? But, I mean, you don't have to put it on a freaking Vigilance thing. I'm okay with that. Void Galeblade. For a blue, it's a 1/1 flash flyer. For 2, you can sack this creature to draw a card. Not into it. I was very into like Brothers War, the 1/1 that draws you a card when it dies, when you sack it, and you can play it from the graveyard. I was into that. Double spell deck out of 10. Yeah, that is something to think about. It. I'm not into this. Maybe I'm missing something. But I'm gonna be on a like D+. I don't see what this does. Void, I guess.
I mean, it does a lot of things kind of poorly.
Bad.
Double spells, voids, holds counters.
Yeah, pretty bad at everything. Pretty bad at double spelling. Pretty bad at void because it costs a lot.
Yeah, I'm on a D+ as well.
This can be removal. What? Oh, yeah, I guess attack and then jump and draw. I don't see it. I don't see it.
Cryogen Relic. 1 in a blue for an artifact. When this artifact enters or leaves the battlefield, draw a card. 1 and a blue, sacrifice this artifact, put a stun counter on up to 1 target tapped creature. This is kind of nice.
Yeah.
I mean, if you want to read this, this is like better than a 4 mana draw 2 that gains life, because you can break this up over multiple turns. The artifact sitting on the battlefield gets a little bit of additional value and also helps with artifact synergies. This can sort of help you hit your 3rd land drop. It's all around pretty dang nice. This is a really good draw effect. This is a really, really good draw effect. I think this is C+.
Yeah, that is really good. The fact that like there is like there's black things that can sack. There's 3 black commons, 2 of them being creatures that can do this multiple times. That can sack artifacts for some kind of value, like drawing a card or making it bigger. There is like a black thing that can sack something and then it kills something. There's a common in freaking blue, which is this guy that when it enters, you may sacrifice an artifact. And you put a +1/+1 on target creature and you draw a card. That's like just blue, so works with that.
White 2/2 that bounces a thing.
Oh shit! It's enters or leaves. Ooh. There's that as well, yeah. Yeah,
this is B- actually.
You're gonna give it a B-?
That's kind of hard because it's like
I think C+ and a B- ceiling. That's pretty nice.
it's really good.
It's really good. Divert Disaster. For 1 and a blue. Counter target spell unless its controller pays 2. If they do, create a lander token. Soul Quench, I don't care about it. And then if they do, you create lander token. That's such a minuscule reward for you actually using a full card and making them pay the same amount of mana as you. I'm on a D.
D, Hate Quench.
Blah.
Ilvoy, Light Jammer. 1 in a blue for an artifact equipment with flash. When this equipment enters, attach it to target creature you control. That creature gains hexproof until end of turn. Equip creature gets +1/+2, and equip for 3. Leaving 2 mana up to protect your stuff is infinitely more than 1. Infinitely more.
It's
The fact that this can also be
100%
used
more.
as- It is, in fact, 100% more. Yes. Thank you. But this can also be used as a trick if you actually need it. And the
Yeah,
fact
it's a
that
good
this
trick.
can, technically in the hyper late game, be passed around is fine. I don't think you want to take this super highly because I think you can get this when you want it. But I'm gonna take this at a C-, but it's solid.
Yeah, this is good. This is a good card. I'm gonna C- as well. Wait.
This is the one that you can fetch up for 6 mana.
Yeah, I was thinking that. Is that? I was just gonna check that. Is that instant speed?
Instant speed.
That's pretty cool. Yeah. I'm gonna C-. This is a good trick and fine to protect things. Yeah, that's nice. Nice card. 1+1/+2 is very meaningful, I would say. Ilvoy Operative. It's a 1 and a blue, it's a 2/1, that's it. But whenever you cast your second spell each turn, put a +1/+1 counter on this boy. That's okay as far as 2-drop commons go. It's interesting that this is a common. It trades right away, but then it can become something bigger later, but it's very hard to make this very big. But this is probably the best blue 2-drop, if I remember correctly. So maybe a C- on this one. Am I underselling this or something? I mean, Katanada
What?
is.
Why do you want me to talk? Oh, you asked me. I thought that was rhetorical. I thought you were still thinking.
No.
No, I mean it's pretty easy to make this a 3/2 immediately on turn 4.
Immediately on turn 4,
I don't
huh?
think you're underselling it. Yeah, well, like you could double spell with this. You play this first and you play another spell.
Yeah.
It's 3/2 immediately. It's not bad, but it still trades. Like the result of you growing it is still it's going to trade with the things it's probably traded with anyway. So I don't think you're underselling it. I think it's fine. I think it's a C-.
Yeah, that's fine. Fucking mosquito and I didn't kill it.
Mechan Shieldmate. 1 in a blue for an artifact robot soldier. It's a 3/2 with defender. As long as an artifact enters the battlefield under your control this turn, this creature can attack as though it didn't have defender. I don't really care about this. It's a 2-drop if you need a 2-drop, but it's there, and I don't think I'll prioritize it. Being an artifact is something, but it's not particularly special. Like in certain decks, like sure, in certain decks, this card would probably be better than the one that we just saw previously. But this is like a D for me.
Yeah. Why did it triggers itself, I guess. I guess that's why they made it into a 3/2 instead of being a 3/3. Like this as a 3/3 was nothing that special. Yeah, whatever. I'm on a D+. It's a serviceable 3-drop, I think. 2-drop, I think. Serviceable. So many artifacts in this set, but I don't know. 2 mana 3/2 with no text is, as an artifact creature, would be fine. So whatever. Blue has kind of shitty 2-drops, I gotta say, in this set. But you can never count out blue, I think, because of the card draw. Anyways, Mental Modulation for 1 and a blue. This spell costs 1 less to cast during your turn. Tap target artifact or creature and draw a card. This for 1 would be pretty solid. This for 2 is something I don't really care much about. I mean, it's kind of cool because you can, like, kill use Cryo Shatter, right? And then go ahead and use Mental Modulation, right? And you basically killed anything, right? That's pretty cool. Does that sell it, Scotty?
Does that sell this card?
Yeah.
I think this card is okay on its own. It's okay.
Yeah, it's okay. Good for double spelling. I'm actually kind of okay with this card. I'm gonna give it like a C. It's actually pretty good for double spelling. And it does kill anything with this for 2 mana.
Yeah, that's like not bad.
That's actually pretty right?
That is pretty good.
Mm.
Should we just do the entire set review like that? We could get it done pretty fast.
Yeah, like they
just make sounds. So in terms of how you feel about it. So how do you feel about mental modulation? What grade do you give it? I give it
I would give it Alright, Cloud Sculpt Technician.
I give it a C minus.
Yeah, I'm okay with a C. You're next.
Cloud Sculpt Technician, 2 and a blue for a creature jellyfish artificer. It's a 1/4 with flying. As long as you control an artifact, this creature gets +1/+0. Another one of these cards that I don't think you have to clamor for, but in a deck that supports it, it's not bad. It's a pretty stinking solid 3-drop. Like, I really don't think it's difficult to turn this on. I really don't think so. And simultaneously, I don't think you need to really take these highly. So I'm giving this a D+, because it's like a filler replaceable 3-drop. But it's fine.
I don't care about it. I think it's a D. Like 2/4 is... It's always gonna be a 2/4. So, okay, you read the next one, I gotta pet a dog. I'm gonna D for this one.
Okay. Yeah, Nanoform Sentinel, 2 and a blue for a artifact creature robot. It's a 3/2. Whenever this creature becomes tapped, untap another target permanent. This ability triggers only once each turn. So the stats on this is pretty terrible. The joke here is station. Station, and then you untap something else, and then maybe that can station again, or like you can attack, play this main phase 2, station, untap that thing. I also don't think this is fantastic. This is also a D for me. You can't see the dog, can you? Which is a crime, really.
She was like, usually she just chills and so on. When my girlfriend and I are together, then she like wants all the attention. Then she's like, then she starts licking me and her a ton, just right away, even if we are doing nothing. And but when we're like alone, or when she's with my girlfriend alone, she's like chilling around and so on. Sometimes wants to pet, but sometimes when we don't pet for a while, then this is the best time. She was like, I was here and she's lying right there. Like, I can show you, I think. She's like, I think you can see it. Oh no, the dogs are invisible to the camera. God damn it. Oh. so she was like, and then I had to pet her. Like that's just too cute. Not when I do it. When I do it, probably.
Dang,
yeah.
That's pretty high grade for this card.
What? what did you give it?
I gave it a D. I understand I can untap lands too, but I think the body is too bad.
Like, what about this? You're playing a green-blue deck. You slam this motherfucker, and you tap it with your 1-drop in green, and you untap the land, and now you have 2 extra mana to do a lot more. That's pretty cool.
That's pretty cool. And
then you play a spacecraft later, and you're just like, that's kind of nice. I think it's a good role player in some decks. I'm gonna give it a D+. And this might be a hidden thing in that type of deck. This might be a hidden thing that enables crazy things. Sinister Cryologist. For 2 and a blue. It's a 2/3. But when it enters the battlefield, target creature an opponent controls gets -3/-0, and you can warp it for 1. What the actual fuck is this? That's a shitty body. There is no flash here. It's just like, I don't know, it enables 1 attack maybe? Warp? Like, ooh. That's horrible. That is a horrible card. I'm on a D- for this one. 2 spells? I don't think you want this for 2 spells. D-. God damn mosquitoes. D-.
I'll go with a D.
This is such a
It's pretty bad.
crazy filler. Crazy filler.
It's pretty bad.
Yeah.
Lost in Space, 3 and a blue for an instant. Target artifact or creature's owner puts on the choice of top or bottom of their library. Surveil 1. It's fine, right? Like, not card disadvantage. You can like interact with mostly anything. If they mostly invest in crewing a spacecraft and then you tuck it, sure, they mostly have ETBs. But oh no, nothing. Hold on, I gotta address that after. But it's fine. This is a C for me.
Yeah, it's always like a C, I think. This C, C+, sometimes with some added effect, it's C+, probably. Just a C, that seems fine. Cellcraft Mechan. For 3 and a blue, it's a 3-4. When this creature enters, you may sacrifice... What is that? Crazy things happening on the road. When this creature enters, you may sacrifice an artifact. When you do, put a +1/+1 counter on target creature and draw a card. So, you have, we talked about it already, you have the Cryogen Relic. This is perfect, perfect if you have that. Then you have a lot of lander tokens. And that's fine to do. That's fine to do. Draw a card and put a +1/+1 on something. So I am into this. I give it a... What do you think, Scotty?
I think the vehicles outside would like to weigh in on the grades.
Yeah, I don't know what's happening. You can sacrifice this artifact, right?
You can, yes.
That is something that you can do. I think this is really nice. Like, it's only enters, right? So you better have it. I think I want to see. I like this card.
I think C is totally fine for this.
Fucking mosquitoes.
Star Breach Whale, 4 and a blue for a creature whale. It's a 3/5 with flying. When this creature enters, surveil 2 and warp 1 and a blue. I think there's nothing particularly exciting about this. It does a whole lot of little things, but I unfortunately think they all add up to something that you don't particularly love. It's not the most embarrassing if you put this in your deck, but I'm not really into 5 mana 3/5 flyer. I don't think it clots particularly quickly. It's pretty sad to warp this.
It's like if you have nothing else to do.
But it's fine. It's a D+ for me.
Yeah, it's fine. D+. It's fine. I mean, 5 mana is a good time to surveil, but it's also a bad time for a 3/5 flyer. Mechanozoa. For 4 and double blue, now we got Robo Jellyfishes. It's an artifact creature with a stat line of a 5/5. When it enters, tap target artifact or creature an opponent controls and put a stun counter on it. Also, you can warp it for 2 and a blue. So here, 6 mana, this is the most important thing. It's 6 mana 5/5, right? Ooh, that's a very powerful flan. And it's an artifact creature, so maybe that matters. But also, you can warp it, which is basically like an adventure, right? And you can like station vehicles, so that's not bad. That bad with this. Slow them down. I don't think you care about warping it. Understated. I don't like this. I don't like this at all, Scotty. I'm gonna give it a D.
What'd you give it?
D.
Alright, I'm on a D+. I don't think it's anything special, but it's fine. It's fine.
Like, warping doesn't help it much, and for 6 it's really bad, I think. Like, usually we got a 5 mana 4/4s, and those are sometimes really good, sometimes really medium. And 5 mana 4/4s with this effect are infinitely better. Also double blue, what the hell is that? What the hell is that? This needs to be double blue, come on dude. Come on dude, Scotty, why did you make this card?
Why did they make this card?
Why did you make it?
Why did I make it?
You can go with the next one.
I snuck into Wizards HQ to design the robot jellyfish, and then I left. Took my paycheck for like $10, and then he dipped.
Oh, that's nothing.
Spent like $2,000 to flatter Renton, but it was totally worth it just for this card.
Well, it's not a good card. What do you think about Annul?
That hurts my feelings. Annul. Blue, instant, counter target artifact or enchantment spell. This hits a decent amount of stuff in this set, and I still think that it sucks because it's conditional. Very efficient. In some decks, I would be okay with the sideboard X here, especially if your opponent's bombs are artifact enchantment based.
Oh, even if they're
But countering like 6 mana,
it's not like that.
countering your 5/6 mana like artifact bomb. But I think this is like a D- with a sideboard X.
There's actually so many artifacts in this set, but it's still like easy to keep up. But do you want to keep it up, and then I think it's definitely good in the sideboard. But I'm actually just on a D. I think it could be main deckable, this one for this set. It's just like 1 mana is so little to pay. Maybe even like a D plus. I think this is the set where it's playable. It's not like just like things that create artifacts, but just artifacts. Man, it's gonna suck if they don't have artifacts though. Atomic Microsizer. This is a really cool one. For a blue, you get an equipment that you can equip for 2 mana. So that's 3 in total for the first time. Equipped creature gets +1/+0. Whenever equipped creature attacks, choose up to 1 target creature. That creature can't be blocked this turn and has base power and toughness 1/1 until the end of turn. So you can do a lot of things. You can make that creature that you're attacking with unblockable. You can make another one of your creatures unblockable. You can make the opponent's creature a 1/1 so you can attack very well. Like, what's interesting, you can make an opponent's creature into a 1/1. Doesn't have to be your creature. Come on, this is... Yeah, and... it's communist, it's his takes. But that's a lot to equip though, like... This makes you attack really well, right? Like, all of a sudden, every single time they leave up 1 blocker, it's gonna be kinda nothing of a blocker. Or you can just go with unblockable creatures, like it's unblockable. What do you think, Scotty?
I think it does enough to be playable.
Yeah, it does enough. It does enough, right?
I don't think it's a great card because it's expensive, and typically you don't need types of cards of this nature. But I think it does enough and it has flexibility enough where it's like kind of annoying, right? Like the board stalls out a little, and then you can. This is like chipping 2 damage a turn at like baseline if you have a creature. So I think this is C-.
It's not only that, like, if they gotta leave a good amount of blockers, because that one thing is gonna be a 1/1 that you make smaller.
Yeah, it's pretty flexible in terms of attacking.
The thing is, like, blue kind of doesn't have great creatures for attacking, so... Blue does have a guy that... there's that one guy, I know, this Infiltrator that... draws a card when it deals damage, but... I think it's decent. I'm gonna give it a C-. What do you give it?
C-.
Yeah, it's decent. There's a lot this card does, but it's still like not a creature, not removing something really. It kind of does a lot of things. Oh,
A Desculpting Blast. 1 in a blue for an instant. Return target non-land permanent to its owner's hand. If it was attacking, create a 1/1 colorless drone artifact creature with flying, and this token can block only creatures with flying. Yeah, this card is kind of insane.
Insane.
To get cardboard from your bounce spell is bonkers. And the flexibility to not do that is just all gravy. All gravy. Cheap, get a little bit of value, could potentially get value off of blowing out a trick, a combat removal, etc. Very nice. This is a B for me.
Yeah, I'm gonna B as well. This is crazy powerful. Mecha Navigator. For 1 and a blue, it's a 2/1. Whenever this creature becomes tapped, draw a card and discard a card. Ooh. Drop that loots on attacks. For no mana, station, that green thing. This set, this works. This works in that green, this set. I like this. I'm gonna give this a C+. Because it's a 2/1 in the end.
Okay, B-. I think it's really good.
Yeah, I could see it being a B-, man.
Same reasons.
I could definitely see it being... Give it a B- for me as well, right? In the right shell, it's really powerful. Yeah, B-.
Yeah, sure. Like, trade off if you need it, and if you don't, value. Great.
Yeah.
Steel Swarm Operator. 1 in a blue for an artifact creature, Robot Soldier. It's a 1/1 with flying, and tap to add blue. Spend this mana only to cast an artifact spell. And tap to add blue. Spend this mana only to activate abilities of artifact sources. I think this is pretty dang good. I think it's a pretty dang good 2-drop. Big fan of this one. Flying can hold counters, hold equipment, etc. The mana, quite strong. The mana for 2, or adding 2 mana to activate abilities.
Lander tokens?
Yeah, it's actually cracks a lander on its own. There's some like somewhat replaceable artifacts that you can sort of crack to kill stuff, etc. Even though those are like super filler cards. I think this is a B minus. I think this is just a good card.
I'm gonna go to B minus as well. There's like more than enough ways to use the mana with this. Like more than enough. This 2 mana, 1 mana easy, but 2 mana is crazy when you do it. Yeah, I'm into this. Oh, Code Cracker Hound. For 2 and a blue, you get a 2/1. When this creature enters, this is gonna be the mascot. When this creature enters, look at the top 2 cards of your library, put one into your hand and the other into your graveyard. That's what's the name? Surveyor? From
Sig.
Surveyor from TDM? That's already great. You get a best out of 2 cards, one goes in the graveyard, that's nice. That's sick, and you can warp it. Like sometimes you just don't need a 2/1. Turn 3 you play it for 3, for sure. Later on, you're just like, I just want to draw 1 card and then another card. That's crazy. This is, I think, a B. The warp is wild on this one.
To B+.
Yeah, pretty close to B+. Pretty close. This is maybe the best common we've seen uncommon we've seen so far.
I think so. I think it's a little better than Desculpting Blast.
Monocolored uncommon, monocolor uncommon. Right?
Yeah. Ilvoy Infiltrator, 2 and a blue for Jellyfish Rogue. It's a 1/3. This creature can't be blocked if you cast 2 or more spells this turn. Whenever this creature deals combat damage to a player, draw a card. Interesting, right? It's relatively easy to double spell, and this fuels itself. Which is nice. The stats suck. The stats like just suck. They're just not very strong.
They really suck.
I think that this will be fine in the set. I do think this set is a little slower, so hopefully you won't get punished as much for a 1/3. And your opponent does have to deal with this. Like they can't just like force it to block. So I think I think this is going to be better than we've seen it in previous sets. So
but it's horrible with stations. That's a problem as well. What do I give it?
C-.
I'm okay with a C. But it's really bad at stations. I'm okay with a C. I got fucking bitten like I don't know how many times with the mosquito and I can't find it. C seems okay. Unravel for 1 and double blue. It's a counter spell, but if the amount of mana spent to cast that spell was less than its mana value, you draw a card. So basically, if they warped it. I don't think there's affinity in this set. So basically, they warped it. I don't like 3 mana counter spells. I really don't like this one. I'm on a D.
Okay. There's like 1 green uncommon that gets cheaper, I think, based on the number of different lands you control.
Yep.
But whatever. D.
3 mana with double blue is way too hard to keep for it to not be game losing when they don't play something.
Earthrose Psionist. Earthrose Psionist. 2 and a blue for Jellyfish Scientist. It's a 2/4. The second spell you cast each turn costs 2 less to cast. This is very. That's a lot of mana. that's a big reduction. The card itself, kind of medium. Of course, if you run out of cards, it's just not going to be nothing special. But I actually think that if you drop this on turn 3, you can reasonably and somewhat consistently have a deck built that's going to be good in this format normally. That's going to be pretty scary to untap with this. That being said, I still think this is like a C-. But I think it's a powerful effect. But it does kind of belong in a very specific type of shell, and obviously gets much better with cantrips, card draw, etc.
2 is a lot. I'm on a C+. 2 is so much. I'm on a C+. Power for scrap.
Yeah, 2 is a lot.
We usually get 1 on a even worse bodies.
Some argue that 2 is 100% more than 1.
I would say even that. Scour for scrap for 3 and a blue. Choose one or both. Search your library for an artifact card. Reveal it. Put it in your hand and shuffle. Return target artifact card from your graveyard to your hand. So, any artifact from your deck, any artifact from your graveyard. That's super interesting for 4 mana. 4 mana is a lot though. But it is kind of good, huh? I don't know. I don't know, man. Like, it's anything, right? This really... It's really important that you have some amazing artifacts. It's instant. That's kind of cool, actually. It is instant. So much. Like, you gotta have something in your graveyard. I'm on a D plus for this one with a ceiling of a C plus.
I'm a little bit more optimistic about this.
Mhm.
In the Plooster era, I think you can reasonably consistently find a artifact that you're happy fetching.
But not for
And
4
then
mana.
if a lot of your creatures are just generally artifacts, you can just get some amount of value. So I'm giving this a C. I'm taking this as a C.
I think that one artifact that you're fetching has to be crazy powerful, because this is a lot of mana to pay for 2 cards. A lot of mana. And also one of the cards needs to be in your graveyard.
Mm-hmm.
Tractor Beam. Okay, you're up.
Tractor Beam. Do they not have an official art for this? This is the arena art. Tractor Beam is 2 blue for an enchantment aura. Enchant creature or spacecraft. When this aura enters, tap enchanted permanent. You control enchanted permanent. Enchanted permanent doesn't untap during its controller's untap step. There's a dream here of grabbing something with like a static effect. I don't think that'll be the use case most of the time. I think most of the time this will be a clunky removal spell that can be interacted with. So I think this is like worse than 4 mana kill something on the typical. So I think this is like a C.
Oh, I think this is amazing. I think it's amazing. This is amazing. I think it's. There are static effects, Corey. Like, there are static effects that definitely are good amount of static effects, I think. And
Actually, taking a spacecraft that doesn't have to attack is pretty stinking good.
yeah, but those are like mythic probably and rare, right?
But yeah, everyone has mythics and rares. You just can steal one sometimes. That's pretty
and you
good.
can also sack it. Man, I think this is amazing. It's like,
I'll go C plus.
Yeah, I'm gonna go to like a B. I'm gonna to a B.
That's wild.
And there is small amounts of ways to untap it, right?
I mean, if that 3 mana, if that 3 mana thing is good, like actively good, and it will be with like Tractor Beam, that's like pretty sick. That's very, very sick.
Yeah, that's sick. You got a blocker as well now, and
Sick.
maybe even an attacker. Like, it's a 4 mana removal spell, right? That's the first thing. And then you get all these static
Sorcerer.
effects, and then you get to sacrifice it. I think this is a sick card. It's not a. I think it's a sick card. Like, it would be an A plus if it stole something and that's it, but this is definitely not that.
Yeah.
I think it's sick. I think this is the best removal spell we've seen so far.
I mean, Kidnap. What'd you grade Kidnap as?
Wait, Kidnap what? Takes their creature?
And puts like 3 stun counters on it or something.
Was that it? Wait,
let me look at it. Let me look at it. Sorry.
So, when you tap it, you tap it and you control it. Okay. But I don't think there were basically any static effects in that set.
So you think it's a product of the format, right? Because Kidnap was like a C plus.
Yeah, like there were basically no static effects. And it feels like this set has enough. And also there was basically no sacrifice, if I remember correctly, in that set. And this one has some nice sacrifice effects.
Sure.
Alright, B minus. I'm on a B minus. B minus seems fine. I think there's more than enough set effects in this set. Also, this set is a lot slower than the set where Kidnap was. Like when you have a faster set, that 4 mana removal spells get much worse because they're usually targeting 2 drops and 3 drops, so you're 1 mana behind or 2 mana behind. Like that was kind of fast set. This one feels like it's slower, so you're gonna like similar to the Final Fantasy. It's a slower set. There is a good aggro deck or 2 to make, but it's a slower set. And then when you kill something on 4, you're feeling very good because you got at least 4 mana back when doing it. But like there have been sets where 4 mana removal is bad. Not you're unhappy to have it or something. It's like bad. The more aggressive the set is, the worse 4+ removal becomes. Same for 3, but 4+. But I think the set is slow. And for just 4 mana removal is good, and static effects, feels like there are a bunch of them.
Okay.
Utros Scan Ship for 3 and a blue. It's a 4. It's a spacecraft. When it enters, you draw 2 cards, then discard a card. And it's a 4/4 flyer if you put 8 charge counters on it. Oh, that's interesting. That is interesting.
Be careful, Lola. We whiffed big on this one last time.
This one last time, yeah. The 4 mana enchantment, draw 3 cards, discard 2. That's way better than draw 2, discard 1. That's quite a bit better. That was the
biggest whiff of the review, I think.
That was probably the biggest whiff, yeah. That one was, in the end, one of the best blue cards, period. I was picking it, splashing it over almost anything. Side quest card collection we're talking about. So you get more than 1 card here, right? It's 1 card, but it's 2 and discard 1, that's way better. The thing here is, you're gonna have to invest tempo. You're not gonna just randomly mill in Golgari or green. You're not gonna play a shit ton of spells to put things in graveyard in EZ. So you gotta tap things. And that feels kind of fine. This feels kind of fine. Yeah, draw 3, discard 2 is so much better. This feels kind of fine, man. I'm on a B-.
Dang. I was gonna go for a C.
No, I love this. I love this.
I mean, the I think it's a fine card. I think it's a fine card. It's just that it is an investment. It is an investment.
It is a slow set.
Yeah.
It feels like a slow set. I don't know if it is a slow set. It feels like a slow set.
Yeah. So could be higher if it's actually that slow. So
I mean,
C for me.
I believe.
Not bad. Okay.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
So Cerebral Download, 4 and a blue for an instant. Surveil X, where X is the number of artifacts you control, then draw 3 cards. This is pretty spicy. This can be a complete hammer in the right deck. Like a complete hammer. Like you're thrilled to have this. Like your opponent drops this and you're like, I just lost the game. Because your opponent has just accumulated so much value. Even if you have no artifacts, it's still like instant speed draw 3, which sucks. But it's not the worst. It's not. I mean, it is the worst. It's actually really, really bad. But I don't think you need to take this particularly highly. I'm hoping you can like get this like 7th, 8th if no one else is like sort of in your lane. So for me, that's a C-.
Yeah, I kind of don't like 5 mana card draw spells, but again, set feels kind of slow. So I'm actually on a C+ for this one. You just randomly have a shit ton of artifacts in every color. That says how
it's very powerful.
Yeah, that's how it feels. So I'm gonna be on C+.
I'll go C because the set is quite slow.
Feels slow. C+. Gigastorm Titan. For 4 and a blue, it's a 4/4, which really doesn't feel like a Titan, but okay. This spell costs 3 less to cast. If you cast another spell this turn, baby. 3 less to cast. Mamma mia. Out of 10. That can be a 2 mana 4/4. Ooh. I'm gonna be playing. You know what I'm gonna be doing? I'm gonna be playing a 1 mana green 1/2 on turn 1. Then of course on turn 2 I'm gonna be playing another one. And then I'm gonna be playing this on turn 2. Now I have 3 creatures on turn 2. Bitch. And one of them is a 4/4.
That's pretty good.
That's pretty good.
It's pretty good.
With warp and shit? I mean, I think this is really good in this set. I'm actually gonna give it a C+.
All right. I don't think it's bad. I just not a huge believer in the payoff here, and I'd like my cards to be a little bit more consistent. And I think you can do a lot more consistent things in the set. But yeah, in the developing stages, if you can double spell with this, that's fine. I think it's a C minus. I don't think it's unreasonable. I think there's the tools in this set, especially with like cheap warps, etc. They can cast this on turn 3 pretty some amount of time, but turn 4 pretty consistently, I think, which is quite good. But it's just a highly efficient developing card that may not actually work, which I don't love. So C minus for me.
Great for stations as well if you play 2. I love this.
Mechan Assembler. 4 and a blue for artifact creature, robot artificer. It's a 4/4. Whenever another artifact you control enters, create a 2/2 robot artifact creature. This ability only triggers once each turn. Wow. Yeah, that's you just get it. you just get it.
Get
It's
it?
also untapped.
Get it?
That's kind of nuts. It's pretty easy to trigger this every turn.
Imagine that if this was not triggers every once each turn.
Yeah, that would be insane.
Wait, does
I mean, that would go infinite.
Wait, is that a draw always? Is that always a draw then?
Yes, because you can't stop it.
Okay, that kind of sucks. You may create that. Okay, so what do you think about this shitter?
I mean, so five mana for 4/4 is not good. But it can block some stuff like 2 mana, 3 mana things with relative consistently. It probably can't contend with your opponent's 5 drops and 4 drops, but it's something. And then you untap and then you just get to go wide. You just get to go wide. I think if the format's low enough, I think the artifact density is high enough where this card is good. I'm giving this a C+.
I'm gonna go to C+, and I can see this being much worse. Because 5 mana 4/4s that need help usually kind of tend to not be amazing. And also, it's there's billion artifacts. It's just artifact enters. It can be land, it can be anything. So I believe in this. I think it is a C+, but I can see it just going that this we are missing on this one. So be careful when you draft it. Like, be careful, guys. This could be much worse. Like 4 or 5 mana 4/4s that need help, and help over continuous turns as well can be really bad. Specimen Freighter for... Oh, this looks good, man. For 5 and a blue?
Like a train.
Huh?
Freighter like a train. Freighter.
Freighter. Ah, Freighter, yeah. Fright is like being afraid, I guess. For 5 and a blue, when it's a spacecraft and it enters, return up to 2 target non-spacecraft creatures to their owner's hands. And when you go 9+ to station it, it becomes a 4/7, and when it attacks, defending player mills 4 cards. Alright. 6 mana, return 2 creatures back. Now, how much mana are you getting back from that? I think it's very easy to get 6 mana back at the minimum. To return 6 mana to the opponent's hand. If you do that, you basically cast this for 0 mana, because they gotta recast those. And then you of course, you gotta go 9 to make it into 4/7. This is not a Marang River Regent. It's not that, because you smaller, thank God, and it needs to be stationed for that. So I think when you play it, you didn't expend any mana, or you gained mana. This is what I feel like. That you didn't expend mana when you play this. The problem with these cards when they're 6 mana, right, spell, is like that's it. So it better be meaningful. Here, you get a 4/7 later on. I think this is incredibly powerful. This is like Marang River Regent at home, and Marang River Regent was one of the best 6-drops ever made for Limited. So having one that's not that is still extremely powerful. Yeah, I think this is crazy. I'm gonna give it a B.
Yeah, I also think this is really good. Specifically, the play pattern often is going to be you are going to bounce 2 things, create a good attack for yourself, not necessarily station on that turn, but when they redevelop and restabilize the board, you can activate this, turn this into an actual finisher. And that, for 1 card, super powerful. That's super powerful. I think it's a really good spacecraft. B as well.
This fucked. Oh, that's cool. This is
and
cool.
yeah, and then there's Mouth of the Storm. 6 and a blue for a 6/6 flying Ward 2. When this creature enters, creatures your opponent's control get -3, -0 until end of turn. That's really expensive. That's really expensive. It's kind of weird. You don't really see cards like this these days. A card that's just a finisher. But it's like a fog, and it does stuff when you cast it, but it's like 7 mana.
Which is fine in
And I
this
really
set
don't
with
think you
low
need it.
lander tokens.
But like, you don't need to prioritize it. I think. I don't think you need to prioritize it.
I think I'm gonna take
Like,
this
at all.
highly.
I think it's like a C-.
I think this is amazing. Ticho, Buha.
Where's the dog?
Woody, okay. I think she thought that her owner is coming. She fucked it up. Look, you want me to show you? Just 1 second. I gotta show her.
Yeah, show the dog.
Show this.
Actually, I'm gonna go to C. There's things to like about this. It does gain you a decent amount of life on ETB. Where's the dog?
Here's the dog.
Boo! Everybody boo Lola.
Why?
Boo!
But you saw her.
We literally won't continue this stream until everybody protest.
I literally showed you the dog now.
You know that was highly disingenuous and unethical for you to make that move.
What move?
That was not show the dog for real.
Okay, I can show her. But people already saw her. So my girlfriend, like, every time she was with me, the dog, it was fine, everything's fine. But then my girlfriend, like, lately, in the last few weeks, started when she's coming over, and the dog is with me. She started to, like, tap on the window, because I'm in the on the ground level, a little bit above it, and say like Buha, and then she's like, oh, super excited. But now, every day, 2 up to 3 times, she thinks that it's her when something's like when she heard somebody walking near, and she's like, oh, super happy. Then I gotta go to the window and rise her on the window, and then we stand there for a bit so she can see that there's nobody there. It's fine. So yeah, I actually, yeah, but the thing is, like, yeah, of course she misses her, but the thing is, she never really showed it before my girlfriend started tapping the window, because now she's like, it could be her. So yeah, that's kind of interesting. Dog hearing and smelling. No, it's not it. It's like she's miles away, exactly. But when she thinks that it's her, right? I know exactly. She's like super happy, and she sees that it's nobody. She comes down, and now she's just chilling there. Okay, so Mouth of the Storm. I think this card is great. I think lander tokens make 7 drops very playable. The problem with 7 drops that are 1 body, this is a big body, but not for 7. Like 7 mana 6/6 flyer is kind of shit. But this is not just that. The thing is, you finally cast your 7 drop, right? Which is much easier in this set with the lander tokens, like way easier. We are gonna get to lander tokens starting with the next color, by the way. I know there are not much yet. And where's the dog? I said I just raised her over, so wait, like, ask me this in 20 minutes. Then I'm gonna raise her. I don't wanna, like, maybe she wants to come. Okay, go ahead. Up. Huh? Up. Nah, she wants to chill. So in 20 minutes, I'm gonna get her here. Okay. So this guy It's a 7-drop. 6/6 flyer is big. That gains you a shit ton of life, basically. Of course, it doesn't gain it back. But you better believe it that opponents can't really attack with anything next turn. And you better believe it that basically all of your creatures can attack now. And that's pretty fucking huge. So I am on a B- for this one. And I'm gonna be splashing for it.
Yeah, I think you're more right. I think I'm gonna go to C+.
Okay.
I think this, in the context of the set, is probably better than Ketradon.
Yeah.
In the context of Aether Drift.
Oh, way better, I think, in this set. Way better. Way better.
Yeah.
Maybe even a B this one, but I'm going for a B-.
Yeah, it's pretty strong.
Yeah. We are... Okay, Scotty. Blue, commons, uncommons, how do they look to you?
Honestly, solid.
Oh,
I think
yeah.
there's like a consistent theme.
Yeah.
Which is a little confusing. We'll see. Maybe it's just within these two colors, but the 3-drops look very unexciting. The 3-drop like commons in both white and blue.
Yep.
So we'll have to see if there's like just synergy driven for those 3-drops, or if they just stink, or if just like, you know, there's no like 2-3 curve that'll really threaten people, which means the set is even slower than we think it is. But yeah, all of it looks fine. There's lovely artifact synergies, good value, and at least creatures that can be cast on curve. So it's a pretty good color.
I think it's also... like, blue has kind of shitty early game. It's not good. That's not very good. I need to lower down, like, I need to lower down the drapes. So it's not very good. But it has pretty good card draw, right? On common is the most important, right? You draw cards here. Some other things can make you draw cards, like that one. The uncommons get you some card draw. So that is always welcome, right? That always... That's never bad in limited, especially when you have like slower sets, right? Any kind of card draw is gonna be very important. So I am very into blue, even though the creatures are really nothing special. And I'm just gonna lower the drapes. You can go with the next one, Scotty.
We're on the rares now. So we're on Synthesizer Lapship. Synthesizer Lapship is blue for an artifact spacecraft. That's stationed at the 2+ at the beginning of combat in your turn. Up to one other target artifact creature you control becomes a artifact creature with base power and toughness 2/2 and gains flying until end of turn. And 9+, flying and vigilance 4/4. This one's kind of weird. Like, it's so cheap, which is probably its biggest strength. I think it's actually very easy to turn this into a creature.
So what do you think about this one? What do you give it?
It's until end of turn. 2/2. I think this is really good. I actually think this is really good. I think it's very easy to activate this, especially dropping on turn 1.
Yeah, and it's 1 mana.
Okay. Well, hold on. We need the rules here. I'm pretty sure.
Oh, forever?
It becomes a 2/2.
No.
No. I'm pretty sure it doesn't. I'm pretty sure it's only until end of turn, both of them.
Yeah, there's no way both of these.
Yeah, it's both of them lose. So if you put this on a lander token, it becomes a lander token that's not a creature at end of turn. I still think it's good. I actually think this is a B.
It would be then, right? Would it say then it gains flying until end of turn?
Sure. Yeah, that would be clear.
There's no way that it's a 2/2.
No, it loses both. It loses both.
It can be any artifact, right? It can be a creature as well.
Yeah, you can just jump your creature and make it a 2/2.
And then like
it's a good card.
9+ is super easy with this one. Why? Because like you never spend a turn to cast it. Right? Like you just don't spend a turn to cast it. So 9+ is way easier when you're not spending like 5-6 mana on a station. I think it's amazing. I'm gonna give this like a B. What do you think, Scotty?
I'm on a B as well.
Yeah.
I can see it being higher. It's 1 mana.
Wait, I gotta see if I have a new tobacco. Can you read the next one?
Consult the star charts, 1 and a blue for an instant with kicker 1 and a blue. Look at the top X cards of your library where X is the number of lands you control. Put 1 of those cards into your hand if the spell is kicked. Put 2 of those cards into your hand instead. Put the rest on the bottom of your library in a random order. I mean, this card is really good. this card is this is some card selection. This is some card selection. Pretty much any stage of the game, right? You need your 3rd land drop. This helps you fish it. Late in the game, you like dig like 7, 8 to then fetch 2 cards. Kind of insane. This is a really, really good draw spell. I'm giving this a B as well.
Fuck, I don't have it yet, tobacco.
Very, very strong.
Let me just give her a treat. She's been a good girl. What's this last one? Huh? Duh. Just let me give her a treat.
I need more coffee. It constructed this is like way better than Memory's Return.
Oh, it's... Give her some water.
Oftentimes, as limited, it's going to dig for more than Stock Up does. Which is kind of insanos. It's a really good card.
I bought her a couple of rabbit ears. Like just chopped off rabbit ears. I didn't know that was a thing. And seems like it's good for the dogs. And it's good for the dogs. And I bought her bull testicles. And it seems like that's also really good for the dogs. And I bought her like a few more things. This is like because she forgave me. I did something, I don't know, I maybe like stepped on her or something, and first time I heard her like whine, like, how do you say that for a dog? Like, she was whining? But how do you say that for a dog? So I was like, oh my god, is she gonna forgive me? She's gonna forgive me? And then she forgave me, and then and now she got a lot of things. I gotta work really hard to not spoil my kids. I'm gonna have to like really focus on that. So console start charts. What is this? 1 mana, kicker, 1/2. Look at the what the fuck? Oh, wait. Whoa. Whoa! Whoa, that's a really good card draw spell. Jesus. So wait, for 2 mana?
That's really good.
Like it's you have like 5 lands, you look at the top 5 and get 1. You can go 2 or 4. This is like stock up, right? This is basically like stock up, right?
It's better than Stock Up and Limited, I think.
Yeah, because you can pay 2 to get a land on turn 2.
I mean, you just in the later game you dig more than 5.
That's true, but you pay 4 mana. Yeah, this is great. I'm gonna like B- for this one. Or a B? Okay. I'm okay with a B. Nah, B-. B-. What do you give, Scotty? On a B?
I was on a B.
I'm okay on a B as well. Like you can also play it for 2 to get a land if you that's what.
Yeah. That's flexibility is lovely.
Yeah, flexibility is really nice actually.
If you know what you're also like if you know what you're digging for to get yourself out of a pinch, right? You just cast it for 2.
For 2,
like,
yeah.
Dig 7 for your sweeper, grab your sweeper, sweet. Stuff like that.
Or maybe you really want a double spell? Yeah, you want to really got a double spell for something? Yeah, this is really nice. Really nice. Okay. Emissary Escort for 1 and a blue, it's a 0/4. This creature gets +X/+0, where X is the greatest mana value among other artifacts you control. There's a lot of artifacts. This is very good. Nah, this is just very good. This is just a B-. This is very good. Like at any time you get like a 3 or 4 mana, just a mana value, right? It's a wallet too. Oh no, it's a wallet too. Yeah, it's a wallet too. But it's gonna be like a 4-drop or 4-drop on turn 4-5. 2-drops don't usually become 4-drops or 5-drops. 4-drops on turn 4-5. There's stations as well. Like there's like billion artifacts. This is just extremely powerful. I mean, oh, it's gonna be one on turn 2. B. Not a B minus. That's a B. Cody, what do you give it?
Okay. I mean, this card's good. I'm still giving it a B minus, but it actually stations really well.
The station's crazy fucking well.
Yeah.
But
it skills real nice.
Yeah, it also just attacks extremely well.
Yeah.
You can use it to attack on turn 4. Oh, attack for 9. Or attack for 9 on turn 3.
I hate.
What do you hate?
The fact that this can get interacted with mid combat, which kind of sucks.
Yeah, but you're gonna have a couple of, like.
I hope so. Yeah.
Yeah, Sash Chocobo was a 1-drop that became a 5-drop if you cast it on turn 1. This you cast at any point of the game.
Yeah, it's a good top deck.
A B. Moo boo boo. Your turn.
Moonlit Meditation, 2 and a blue for an enchantment aura. Enchant artifact or creature you control. The first time you would create 1 or more tokens this turn, you may instead create that many tokens that are copies of enchanted permanent. This is very spicy. This is extremely spicy. It can potentially get a lot of value with lander tokens, right? 1/1s, etc. I think this is too much work.
Too much work.
I think it's too much work.
Too much work.
It's too much work. I think this is like a D minus, and like a ceiling. I mean, like it could be like a ceiling C plus.
Like this is a horrible card that you don't put in your decks that we're both gonna play, right?
Yeah, it's really fun.
Like I'm gonna play this card. And then probably after I play it once or twice, I'm gonna be like, okay, I don't wanna lose anymore when I have this card in my hand, and I'm gonna stop playing it. But you kinda gotta play it. It's horrible. But you kinda gotta like give it a go. Give it a go for that Timmy in you. This is an F. This is an F. This is
Probably Johnny, but yeah.
D minus. D minus. Like this is a card where you build a really good deck and you then forgive yourself for playing that.
Oh my gosh, this you have to play this with the Azorius 2-drop in uncommon.
Oh.
The one that you double spell, then you make a Thopter. Whatever.
Oh yeah. Or. Oh yeah, that's nice. Or with a 5-drop, that whenever you play an artifact, you get. Whenever you play an artifact, you get a token, right?
That's pretty good.
And now that token is. That token is that guy, right? And then, wait. Oh, but it works the same for. Oh, then you get. Then you. then when you get the second one, you get 2 more, right?
Yeah.
Oh, we're playing this card. It's a D minus. That should be an F, but maybe there's some things there that make it. It's a D minus, like right? It's not an F. It's a D minus. It's probably an F, but it's a D minus.
This card's not very good.
It's horrible card. Oh man, I'm gonna play the shit out of this card. Okay. Starfield Vocalist. 3 and a blue. It's a 3/4. If a permanent entering the battlefield causes a triggered ability of a permanent you control to trigger, that ability triggers an additional time. There's a lot of ETBs in this set. There's a lot of them. And not just ETBs, right? It's also like that when an artifact enters, something happens. Bad stat line, but I think it does enough. Like these triggers enter the battlefield things trigger twice, and there's freaking like warp things that do that. I'm gonna be minus for this one.
Okay, I'm a little bit lower on a C plus.
Oh, you're probably right,
like
but
B,
I believe. But I can see that you're right.
Menon, the right hand. 3 blue, 5 mana total for a legendary creature, Jellyfish Advisor. It's a 3/4 with flying. You may look at the top card of your library at any time. You may cast artifact spells from the top of your library. Artifacts you control have tap, add blue, spend this mana only to cast a spell from anywhere other than your hand. So the body itself is tiny. It's tiny. It blocks really badly. If you untap with this, I wish it was a little bit more consistent at drawing cards. But as soon you're okay, you're gonna cast this for 5 mana. You're gonna be rubbing your hands together. You're gonna be salivating. You're gonna flip a land off the top, and then you're gonna cry a little bit, which kind of sucks.
But it's a 5 mana 3/4 flyer. That's not the end of the world.
Yeah, it's like not the end of it. I think this is also like a C+.
Yeah, C+ seems okay. Shit in the wrong deck. C+ in the right deck. Like, yeah, the body's decent, I guess. Yeah. Starwinder for 7 mana. Whenever a creature you control deals combat damage to a player, you may draw that many cards. It's a 7/7. You can warp it for 4. I don't know, man. I don't think I will. I like this for 7 mana. Kind of cool if you have like a flyer for 4 mana. Sometimes for 4 mana you're just gonna be drawing like... If you draw like 2 cards for 4 mana, then I like this. Like also actually, this is kind of okay. 4 mana. Station a spacecraft, attack with a spacecraft, draw those cards. Bada bim, bada boom. You got your station, your spacecraft stationed. You got your cards, and you got an extra card, and that extra card is gonna be a 7 mana 7/7. I'm into this. I am into this. I'm on a C+.
Yeah, that's legitimately very strong. I'm also on a C+. You just have to be careful, and I don't think it's that difficult to like navigate your way.
Why do you have to be careful?
Well, you don't want to deck yourself.
You may draw that many cards.
I like it.
A plus!
I really think okay. We can talk shop later on, Lola, but I really do think our Seraphim would be improved if we just make Unga Bunga noises for a Seraphim. I really think that the content would be better.
But we write down the grades, right?
Yeah, but like I really think that those are the best parts about our Seraphim. The one you were like, oh,
yeah, I don't know.
And then I'm like, oh, I think those are the best parts.
We can try for few grades, but you gotta really like focus, not make like random noises are gonna be just horrible. I'm gonna I'm gonna want us to.
No, you have to react to the card. You just have to. You do have to earnestly express yourself.
Yeah, and it's gotta be like something that you truly believe in. Because it can't be. Because the thing that you just made was shit. Because it meant nothing.
Yeah, because I'm trying to.
It was just hypothetical, right?
Okay, you're being extremely rude right now.
No, because you didn't grade anything. You just it was hypothetical. That you meant no meaning behind those noises, right? And I felt that.
Okay, I'll remember this.
There's nothing to remember, Scotty.
Are we on Mythics?
Yeah, we're on Mythics.
Quantum Riddler, 3 blue for a creature Sphinx. It's a 4/6 with flying. When this creature enters, draw a card. As long as you have 1 or fewer cards in hand, if you would draw 1 or more cards, you draw that many cards plus 1 instead. Has warp when it a blue. I mean, this is sick.
What the fuck is this?
I mean, this card just cantrips and then just cantrips again. This is like Muldrifter plus.
And which grade would you give it?
This is insane. This is an A.
Oh, a letter grade. Yeah, this is fucked.
I'm sorry for disappointing you.
As long as you have 1 or fewer cards. Wait, it's 1 or fewer. That's not 0.
That's not 0.
That is not 0. Oh my god. Yeah, it has warp for some reason. Like you could that's the grade by the way. You could play this for 2 mana sometimes, right? To draw 2 cards, right? That's not to draw 2 cards and have. What is this? Yeah. Yeah, that's an A. This is broken. And it's actually a really good body for 5. Wow. Oh, yeah. Why not put flesh on this? Weft walking. What the hell is a weft? Scotty?
I'm looking it up. A weft is the crosswise threads on a loom, and under which other threads are passed to make cloth. I guess it's a tailoring term.
Okay. So 4 and double blue.
Like weaving.
I guess it's a tailoring term. Because of cloth. It's not a creature, it's enchantment. When this enchantment enters, if you cast it, shuffle your hand and graveyard into your library, then draw 7 cards. The first spell each player casts during each of their turns may be cast without paying its mana cost. 7 cards? Scotty, is this good?
I think this is way better than people are giving credit for.
Yeah, this is probably good. I think this is maybe good.
I think this is pretty good.
You're gonna
You
like...
are the one who's restricted on mana at that stage of the game.
Yeah,
you are,
yeah.
because you have 7 new cards.
Yeah.
You're the one who's restricted on mana.
Yeah.
They aren't, because they already spent their cards.
This is gonna be literally the last card that you play, right?
Yep.
Yeah, literally the last card. Like, if opponent has a couple of cards, then you might just be fucked, because they get to play their things first, right? But if they have a couple of cards and you have 0, like, kinda good to get 7. It is a 6 mana, do nothing for the board. You're just gonna do nothing for the board. I don't know, I think I'm into this one. I think I'm into this one. They get to play 14 mana worth of stuff, maybe. What? 14? Six mana negative tempo, but an opponent gets 6 mana negative tempo because you pay 6, right? But then opponent gets to play a free spell. Yeah, but how many cards do they have left? Like you play this as the last card that you're ever gonna play, right? Which is kind of shit. I don't know. It's probably not amazing.
It helps. I'm giving this a C-.
I'm gonna give this a C. But this could be like really good, depending on how the set plays out.
It's a pretty neat card. I like it.
It's a neat
I like
card.
the design
Yeah,
of it.
yeah.
It's very neat.
A lot of cards. It's a lot of cards.
How are you feeling? That was the last mythic.
It's not very good. It's not very good actually. Like 6 mana, just draw cards. Okay, let's go next. I gotta play it. I gotta see how the set plays out. Like, it does matter that the opponent's spells are free. Like, they might just play a 5 mana draw spell or something. And then it's like, well, that was free, and they cast it first. So...
Do you have time for another color?
I think we can do another color.
We haven't even hit the 5-hour mark yet, by the way.
Yeah, I know. Man, I
Yeah.
thought we were gonna take a longest time to...